Hello you guys, it is Mackenzie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you love budget-friendly home fashion and today travel finds, I'm your girl. It is officially spring break season and I know so many people are getting ready to travel, so today we are rounding up some of my favorite travel finds. All of these items are from Amazon to make shopping super easy. They will all be linked with direct links in the description box below. If you enjoy this video today and you want to see more budget-friendly home fashion and travel finds, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'm super excited to go through all of these items today, so let's get to it. Okay, so we are going to start off with luggage. I actually have two different luggage sets here as well as a couple of carry-on options to really just cover all of the bases when it comes to packing for a trip. So this first set of luggage we've actually had for a couple of years. This is the Samsonite Omni hard-sided luggage, and it has flown and traveled with us multiple times over the last couple years, and it has held up incredibly well. There's some really good features with this luggage set. It has an expander to make it a little bit roomier. It has TSA locks on the side, handles on both the top and the side, and then 360-degree swivel wheels on the bottom. So with the three-piece set, you get two different check bag sizes. I believe it's a 28-inch and a 24-inch, and then you get the carry-on, which is a 21-inch size. Again, nothing bad to say about this set. It has great quality, it's held up wonderfully, and it's just really, really easy to travel with. Okay, so our next set is a little bit more of a budget-friendly option. Similar in terms of what you're getting, but about half the price of the Samsonite luggage. You can see here, I literally just got this thing. I haven't even taken off all of the plastic or the tags yet, but I was so excited when I saw this luggage. If you follow kind of just like designer luggage, this is the same color combination as the really popular and really expensive Delsey luggage set. So this one is similar to the Samsonite in terms of the features. It has top and side handles, the TSA lock, and then 360-degree swivel wheels on the bottom. One noticeable difference between this one and the Samsonite luggage is this one does not have the expander features on it. So if you ever find yourself traveling and realize that you're just running out of room, or you just maybe want a little bit more space in your luggage, that is something to keep in mind. This set is great. It's very, very budget friendly, but again, it doesn't have the expander zippers on the side. This one comes in quite a few different color combinations. This exact combo, because it's such a lookalike to the Delsey luggage, has been selling out. I'm sure it will be restocked at some point, so keep an eye out for it. But there's lots of other fun color options with this one as well. Again, just a really nice budget-friendly set. Not quite as many premium features as the Samsonite luggage, but definitely still a great option, especially if you do a lot of traveling where you need both a checked bag and a carry-on. Okay, so this one is a fun one. This is a carry-on. It is not sold in a set. It is just an individual suitcase. But how fun is the pink floral print on this carry-on? This one is by the American Tourister brand, and the quality is very, very good, and it does come in a lot of other color options, different prints. So whether you're looking for solids or something fun like this, they have a ton of different styles. Similar to the last couple suitcases, we have a top handle, we have a side handle, we have 360-degree swivel wheels, and this one does have an expander. So this is going to be a little bit more similar to the Samsonite luggage, where if you're traveling, maybe you buy a couple things while you're on vacation and realize suddenly you need a little bit more suitcase room, this one is gonna have that expander option for you. Okay, and we have one more hard-sided suitcase option. We have 4 people in our household, and when we travel by plane, our preferred method is that each person has their own rolling carry-on. Our boys are in elementary school, and last year when we went on spring break, it was a game changer to have them have a suitcase that they could easily navigate through the airport without mom or dad needing to carry it for them. Similar to the last couple, we have a top handle, we have a side handle. This one also has an expander and 360-degree swivel wheels. This is by the Amazon Basics brand, and the quality is very good. It's a very sturdy, very durable suitcase. It's held up very well. My kids use this every time we go on a big trip, anytime we go on just a quick weekend away. This is their go-to suitcase. So it's held up to 2 little boys who are a little bit rough and tough with it. The quality is awesome. Okay, so next up, as we are talking about luggage, with the carry-on, there's not gonna be any weight limitations, but with the checked bag, there definitely is, and that is where this little luggage scale comes in super handy. The units are adjustable, so it will give you weight in both kilograms and pounds. It's very, very easy to use. All you do is slide the strap through the top handle of your suitcase, and then you secure the clip. After that, all you do is lift it up with your hands and it will give you a reading of how much your suitcase weighs. So again, this one really comes in handy, especially if you are not a light packer or if you are going somewhere where you plan on purchasing things and then coming home with more than what you went with. This is a great way to just make sure your bag is at that weight limit. Okay, so this next find is actually a solution that my husband came up with for our upcoming trip. We're gonna have 6 people. We really want to stick to taking one vehicle because who wants to pay to park 2 vehicles at the airport? We have enough seating to take one vehicle, but the struggle that we were looking at was how to get all of the carry-ons and checked bags into that vehicle while also seating 6 people. So this is a perfect solution that he found that attaches to the hitch on the back of your vehicle. So I'm gonna pan to it because obviously it's way too big for me to hold up for you guys here in this video today. It's nice and secure. When it's not in use, it'll actually fold up. So if you maybe go on a road trip, and once you unload your luggage in a hotel or at a campsite or wherever you're going, you can fold it up. You don't have to take it off the back of your vehicle, but it does very easily remove from the back. Then it comes with the carrying case that you can fill up with pretty much anything. So when my husband tested this out, he was able to get 5 carry-on bags plus 1 full-size checked bag into the container. So amazing storage. So this is like our perfect solution. We can officially use this when we go to the airport. So of course you can also use this for other types of trips, travel, or just times where you might need a little bit of extra storage space that's not going to fit in your trunk. You can see here that it also works great for things like golf clubs. So especially if you have a smaller vehicle where it's hard to fit golf clubs into the trunk, maybe you're going golfing with a group, works great for golf clubs. If you're going camping or to any sort of a tailgating party or something like that, it works to put coolers and larger square items in that, again, otherwise would be a little bit difficult to fit into the trunk of a vehicle. So lots of uses for this besides just what we did, which is for hauling large amounts of luggage. A great way to add storage space to a smaller vehicle that otherwise has limited trunk space, just giving you the ability to bring along more of what you need. All right, I just got in this travel backpack. It is awesome, and this will work as your personal bag on a flight. So this is one that you can fit underneath the seat in front of you, and it holds so much. It has a padded back as well as some clips that make it very, very comfortable to wear when you're walking through the airport. It has a back zipper compartment that is padded, that is designed to hold your laptop, and the inside has tons of space as well as lots of internal pockets for holding things like basically anything, whether it's cards, whether you're packing games, whether it's some personal items. Lots of different pockets to help keep things really, really organized. The front pocket is waterproof, so I always say that's a really good spot to put like your toiletries or any items that you maybe don't want mixing in with clothing in the main part. We have front pockets, and then probably the coolest feature on this is the bottom is actually a zipper compartment for your shoes. So it's a spot that you can easily slide in a pair of tennis shoes or sandals, and then those are easily accessible. All you do is open the bottom and it keeps your shoes separate. So that's also really nice, especially if you have shoes that are maybe a little bit dirty or again, that you don't want getting on your clothes. It's a separate shoe compartment. So again, this will work as your personal bag. It will fit underneath the seat in front of you on the airplane. And then it has a strap on the back, so it does slide over the handle of your carry-on luggage as well. Okay, so this bag is another new purchase, and this is another option that can be carried as a personal bag that will fit underneath the seat in front of you on the airplane. So when this is all zipped up, it looks and functions like a duffel bag, but what's cool about it is it has all these zippers. It comes completely undone, lays flat, and it has a hook inside so you can hang clothing items. So this is great, especially if maybe you travel for work and you have a business suit, blazers that you wear. If you're traveling for a wedding and you have dresses that you don't want to be balled up in the bottom of a suitcase, you're able to hang these on the hook inside, and they basically go around the outer edge of the inside when it's all folded up, just helping things stay a little bit more fresh, less wrinkly, and better maintaining those items that are just a little bit dressier that you want to take a little bit better care of. It has zipper pockets, it has different clips to help keep everything really secure, and then it does also have side zipper compartment similar to the last personal bag that you can put shoes into. The quality on this is really nice. It's a thick, sturdy faux leather, so great quality. I have it in the blush pink, but of course it does come in other colors as well. So if you want something a little bit more neutral, those are definitely options for you. So a great option, different from the last personal bag. I feel like it just comes down to what you're traveling with and what makes the most sense. If you're traveling for business or a wedding, I feel like this is definitely the one to go with. If you're just traveling where you want to pack as much as you possibly can, the other option might be better suited for you. So it's just going to come down to preference and what your needs are while you're traveling. Okay, so now we're going to start getting to the stuff that goes inside of your suitcase. This is a shoe packing case. So obviously if you're like me, you might travel with more than one pair of shoes or maybe even 2 pairs of shoes. This is designed to hold 3 pairs of shoes. So again, it's great because it keeps your shoes separated from your clothing and anything else that might be in your suitcase. It has a front pocket on it that will hold 1 pair of shoes. It does have a little back zipper pocket, and then the back compartment will hold 2 pairs of shoes. So we've got a little bit smaller front compartment with the larger back compartment. The back compartment does also have a little slot. So if you have like maybe flip-flops or a shoe that's just thinner and more flat, those can actually be slid into that pocket on the back. So just a great way to keep your shoes in one spot when you're packing them, keep them separate from everything and a little bit more organized. Okay, and then sticking with the packing cube idea, these packing cubes are great. They're sold in a multi-pack and have multiple different cube size options. Each cube actually has little indicators on it that show you what type of items that cube size is most ideal for. So for example, this one right here is indicated as being best for intimates, socks, undies, bras, things like that. The larger ones are more ideal for jeans if you're traveling with any sort of jackets or sweaters. There's also one that is specifically for dirty laundry. There's one for shoes in here. So just kind of a great all over packing cube set. Guys, if you have not used packing cubes when traveling, they are so helpful. A good way to also keep you from basically deconstructing your suitcase when you're traveling. All right, so for toiletries, this is one of my favorite travel finds. It is something I have consistently used since getting it a couple of years ago. Once you unfold this, so it comes nicely folded up. When you unfold it, it actually has a hook right here so you can hang this on a wall in the bathroom, on a coat hanger, whatever you want to do. And then it has all of these different compartments. You can see this has been well loved. It's a little bit dirty on the inside from the last time I traveled with it, but we have 2 clear smaller compartments, and then the inner compartments actually have these straps that allow you to store things upright. So perfect for storing things like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, really maximizes space. And then once you have it loaded up, you literally just fold it in and you've got the handles and you're good to go. So it holds an insane amount of product without really taking up much space. So once you open it, then it's also very easy. Everything's visible and accessible. So another instance where you're not having to dump a bag out to find the item that you're looking for. So this is actually by the same brand, but this is designed to organize your jewelry. So I think I actually still have this loaded up with jewelry, but this has a slot to hold your rings, little zipper compartments, an earring holder right here, another little zipper compartment here. That's where I maybe put things like chunkier bracelets. And then over here, there are these little hooks and then little pouches on the bottom that separately store necklaces. So you're not going to have a tangled up mess of all of your necklaces when you're traveling. So again, a really good way to keep your jewelry organized, have everything easily accessible. For me, the smaller size is ideal for like a quick weekend away, or if you just don't wear a lot of jewelry. If you're taking like a 3-4 day trip, this is perfectly sufficient. If you're going on a longer trip, maybe an extended trip where you're gone for a week or more, I would maybe go with the bigger size. Again, it kind of comes down to just how much jewelry you wear and how much you want to pack. Okay, so now these are items that will go in your toiletry bag, but this is the coolest little razor. It is awesome for travel. It is everything you need in one neat little device. This top flips up. You put spray in this little bottle. It pulls right out. So when you need to refill it, it's very easy. But you put water in there. Then we have a little bar that will actually lather up so it functions as your soap. And then when you're ready to shave, it's got the razor. So you're able to just very easily swap out between those items. And it's just super easy. So when you need to do a quick shave, maybe you need to touch up your legs on the go, you have everything you need right here, super compact and easy for travel. And you can purchase replacement blades for this as well. This little makeup brush is so cool. You don't even need this for travel. This is just awesome for having all of your makeup applicator tools in one spot. So this is actually by the same brand as the razor, but with it you have a sponge applicator on one end, you have a large brush on the other end, and then you are able to twist this apart. So again, kind of just a great way to have all of your makeup application tools in one spot. Just really sleek. It has everything you need. And then for storage, this little carrying case is also great. This is silicone. It will, of course, work with other brushes. So if this isn't enough for you and you decide you want to travel with all of your makeup brushes, this is just a neat little carrying case that opens up. You put your brush in, and it does have little magnetic details on it right here. So once it's closed, it will stay closed. So just a nice way to keep your brushes from getting on everything else, kind of making a mess, neat and tidy. And because it's silicone, it's gonna be really easy to wash. And this is, I think, from the same brand, same color and everything, but this is a holder for makeup sponges. So I do like to apply my face makeup with beauty blenders. This one has little vents on both sides and just really easily opens here to hold your beauty blenders, which again are an item that even in your makeup bag, it's kind of going to make a mess and get all over everything else. So this keeps it separate, kind of gives it room to dry out without getting gross on your other items. So just a neat little silicone holder that's going to just keep things a little bit tidier in your toiletry bag. And then for when you're traveling, for anything that just needs its own little space, it could be anything. It could be toiletries, you know, it could be medications, it could be literally anything. These are just great little clear plastic cases. They're sold in a set of 3. They have a zip top closure, and these are just great for keeping things separate and a little bit more organized when you're packing. Very, very budget-friendly items, and just really good for further organizing everything inside of your suitcase. Okay, and so to round things out, I have a couple of things that are kind of just ideal for when you are on the airplane. So first up is this little drink holder that goes over the handle of your luggage. So we're gonna pull this guy over and just give you a look. So you lift up your handle, and for me, when we are in the airport, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, once you get to your gate, many airports really don't have tables or anywhere to set things down. And for me, if I'm at the airport, like 99% of the time, I am getting a coffee. It's just something you do when you go to the airport. Whether it's a coffee, whether it's like, you know, a drink at breakfast, like I'm always getting something at the airport. So this slides over the handle of your luggage. This has 2 cup holders on the front as well as a little back pocket. That's a spot where if you wanted, you could put your cell phone in there. Maybe just any random things that you don't want in your pockets, you could slide in that back pocket. But then you are hands-free. So when you stop walking, your cups are right there, easily accessible. And then also when you're on the go, one of the last things I want to do at the airport when I have to walk a longer distance, or maybe just kind of have my hands full, especially when we're traveling with the kids, is be holding on to drinks, whether it's my coffee, whether it's, you know, like a water bottle that my kids got. It's just one more thing that's in your hands when you already likely have your hands full. So with this, it has the 2 cup holders. It does have mesh bottoms that are breathable. So your cups aren't going to get overly wet and saturated when they're sitting in there if you have cold beverages. It's just great. It's so nice to be hands-free. Again, especially if you're traveling with kids, it's so nice having those two cup holders on there. Okay, and another item that I love to have on airplanes is a travel blanket. This one is so cozy. It's incredibly soft. And this one also has a back pocket, so it will slide over the handle of your luggage. Of course, it also fits into your suitcase, and it does also have a clip on it. So if you're like me and you're using perhaps that cup holder, you can clip this onto your personal bag. You can clip it onto the handle of your checked bag. So it gives you different ways to carry it basically. But once you are on the airplane, let's say it's time for a nap or you just get really cold. I know some people are just always cold on airplanes. This unzips and a blanket is folded up in here. And once you unfold it, it's a really nice size blanket. Of course, you could use this as a pillow as well if you really wanted to. If you have a window seat, you could always put this against the window seat to support your neck a little bit. So last year on our way home from spring break, we were trying to get out in front of a storm. We sat on the ground for well over 2 hours before we finally took off. My son was 5 at the time and he was completely exhausted after our spring break trip, and I had this, and Before we even took off, I took the blanket out. He snuggled up with this and he slept the entire flight home. So I was so glad to have this. You just never know when those things are going to happen, when you're going to have an extended extended times on the flight, and especially again traveling with kids, having this blanket, it truly did come in handy. He fell asleep, got all of his rest in, and it was just something I was very glad to have. So comes in other colors, very soft, very cozy. If you're anything like me, traveling with a blanket is just a must when you're on an airplane. So that is everything for today. We rounded up all of my travel favorites. So hopefully if you have any spring break or summer trips coming up, we had you covered here. One more reminder, everything that you saw here today will be linked up for you in the description box below. Thank you so much for hanging out here with me today. Happy travels if you have a trip coming up, and we will see you guys back here soon.